Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Charlotte. I'm a registered nurse and today I am super duper excited to be sharing with you all of my nursing school essentials. This is all of the equipment that you will need in order to survive and thrive at nursing school. Before we get into everything, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all of that good stuff, but for now, let's dive right in. So the first thing that helped me get through nursing school was a student planner or a diary. This was helpful because I used it to jot down all of my due dates, all of the assessments, any study days I wanted to do, my placement dates. It really helped me keep my life balanced and organized, and I always knew what was coming up. So due dates and stuff didn't catch me off guard because I had it written down in my student planner. You can also use an online calendar, like for example on MacBooks they have the Google Apple Calendar. So even online calendars, just as long as you've got something where you can track all of your assessment dates and important dates and times, that is the first step to being organized and getting through nursing school. The next thing that really helped me were to-do lists, and I still use them all the time. I've got one for today as well. I love to-do lists because I feel like a student planner and a diary helps me keep track of when things are due and when I need to get things done by, but to-do lists help me keep track of what I want to get done in a day or a week, and it helps me organize how quickly or how long it's going to take something to get done. So for example, when I was in nursing school and I was working on essays, I would put like one day I would want to work on the introduction, the next day would be paragraph 1, and so the due date is due on the 17th of November, and that would be in your calendar, but on your to-do list you can make sure that you're actively working towards that due date. So to-do lists are a huge must of mine, a huge nursing school and daily life essential. Again, you can get really cute ones. I have so many. I get them from Typo, KKK, Whipcalls. You can get them from $2 shops. You don't need to buy them, you can just get paper and make your own, but I love to-do lists because I feel like they really keep me organized and on top of things. The next thing is a focus app for my phone, such as Forest or Focus Dog, because I feel like having a little timer where you get a little reward at the end of it is really motivating to commit to your study time or your assessment time. So I would really recommend Forest or Focus Dog. I talk about those two apps all the time because I love them so much. The next big thing that I would recommend you get, especially if you are in your first year of nursing school and you are facing the 3 or 4 year gauntlet ahead of you, definitely consider getting a subscription to LTRO. LTRO is an online nursing based learning platform, and it honestly has everything that you need to get the best grades possible, to feel confident on your placements, to pass all of your exams. I have used it religiously through the 3 years that I have been at nursing school, and it's the only nursing resource that I have consistently come back to and has made me feel really confident after using it. So it has little video lectures and little videos about certain skills or nursing topics, and they have so many, like thousands of videos on their website. It's amazing. They also have practice exams, practice questions, spaced repetition flashcards, cheat sheets. They have different webinars which you can sign up for. They just really have everything, and they're really committed to you succeeding. So if you're beginning your nursing journey, definitely check LTRO out. I have made 2 videos about this app and website, so you can check out my review and my guide to them if you're interested in learning more. The next thing that I would recommend is a large tote bag or a backpack, especially for placements, because those are long days and you want to be able to take everything that you need with you. You want something that's big enough to pack your lunchbox, a drink bottle, a jumper in case it gets cold, and especially if you're going into lectures, you also need room for any chargers, your laptop or device, wallet, phone, all of that good stuff. So getting a sturdy and reliable tote bag or a backpack is definitely an essential. You will also want to get at least 2 fob watches. I recommend getting the silicone ones because they're easy to clean and they look really nice, and and tidy. You can get lots of different patterns. I have a paw print one, I've got 2 pink ones, but having at least 2 fob watches is really important because it means if one of the clocks stops, then you've got a backup, and they're just really good for when you're on placements or in your lab sessions and you need to time a minute or time a certain amount of time in things while taking vital signs, or when you're pushing IV antibiotics that need to go over 2 or so minutes or 6 minutes, then having a little fob watch when you can't access your phone timer is definitely an essential. Next one is a placement notebook. So you can get little pocket-sized notebooks which are really, really cute, and they just fit into your uniform or scrub top pocket. This is an essential because when you're on placement especially, you will have so many questions and you'll be learning so many different things that sometimes it's really helpful if you've got something which you can just jot down those questions or the things that you're learning onto so that you don't forget them later. So this really helped me, especially for my first placement when I was really overwhelmed and I had so much going on in my mind. Having something that I could use to write things down really, really helped me get through it. And then obviously you also want to stock up on your pens because when you're on placement, your pens will disappear and you do need them. So having a collection of blue and black pens is also a must. Another stationery item which really, really helped me on my placements were mini highlighters because they could fit into my scrub pockets and they were really good for when I was shift planning. And as I was going through the day, I could highlight the most important things on the care plan that I needed to get done. If I had done an intervention or whatnot, then I could cross it off using the highlighter. So it was really, really easy to track what I still needed to do or what my priority items were. Another thing that I found really, really helpful was having some medical tape. It's a little, you can get them in little rolls, and I just put mine over my ID badge, which I clipped onto my scrub top. And this was really helpful because when you're doing things like removing IV lures and you need to tape a little cotton bud to stop bleeding, or if you need to hold a little bandage in place and stuff, having the medical tape on you at all times is really, really efficient, and it just means that you don't have to go looking for extra equipment because you've already got it on you. You'll also want to have a ID clip, something that you can attach your ID badge onto. You can get so many cute ones. You can get them off Etsy where people hand make them, so you're supporting small businesses. If you are on a budget, you can get them off sites like Temu, which do them for really, really cheap. You can also go on to Trade Me and second-hand websites to get ones that people no longer need. I have got a couple of them. I've got a little daisy one, I have a turtle one, and then I have 2 pink ones. So you can definitely start a little ID clip, ID badge collection, but you definitely need it, especially the ones which have they're retractable, because it just means that as you're going through the hospital and you need to open doors or access things that are locked, you can just swipe your ID badge really, really easily. So having an ID clip, definitely an essential. Another app that I would recommend is Anki or Quizlet. You want to have something for spaced repetition flashcards because spaced repetition is one of the best ways that you can revise and study, and Anki and Quizlet are just gold standard flashcard apps. So I would recommend you have either one of those or both. You'll want to have a travel mug so that you can bring hot drinks with you on your way to placement so that you are staying hydrated, and also for your lectures and stuff it's really, really nice if you are able to bring in coffee and tea and hot chocolate and it doesn't go cold. So a travel mug was something that I loved bringing with me to my lectures, and it's something that I recommend that you have. And carrying on from that, a large water bottle, because as I say, your placement days are really, really long, and also your lectures can be long as well. Some of my lectures were 4 hours long, so having a large water bottle so that you can stay refreshed and hydrated is also really, really important. And again, continuing from that, having a collection of snacks, especially for lectures, that you can just nibble through, and on placements as well. Sometimes, you know, it's unfortunate, but sometimes there might be times where you don't get as much of a break as you want. So having a little snack which you can nibble on and just keep your energy sustained is also super duper important. You want to have some plain closed-toe shoes which support your arches and are comfortable for you to wear, especially for placement and your lab sessions. For placement, you can do anywhere from 6 to 12-hour shifts, and it's a really long time to be on your feet, so making sure that that your footwear is supporting you is super important. You want to have headphones so that when you're in the library studying, or if you need to study or listen to a lecture but you're in public space or it needs to be quiet, you can put your headphones into your device and listen to the lecture or listen to music while you're studying and stuff that way. So headphones, definitely important. You'll also want to get a laptop, iPad or other device that you can work on, especially one that is able to save documents as PDFs, because a lot of assessment portals will only accept PDF versions of documents. So having a laptop or iPad or other device which you can do your assessments on and study from is also definitely like a top 3 essential for nursing school. So those were all of like my top nursing school essentials. Those are the things that like I wouldn't have been able to live without, I wouldn't have been able to get through nursing school without, but I have a couple of other essentials which I think are really, really helpful, and if you are able to acquire them, then definitely do that. So my first one is compression socks. So as I was saying, with the comfortable supportive footwear, you also could invest in getting some compression socks for those really long shifts, because it will help with your blood circulation, it helps prevent your feet and your ankles from getting sore and painful, and it also helps prevent things in the future like varicose veins or blood clots and stuff from forming too. So get yourself a pair of funky compression socks. Again, you can get so many different patterns and types, so just have a little bit of fun with it. Your uniform may have to be plain, but your compression socks don't have to be. So compression socks are a must. Another thing that I found really helpful was having a go-to comfy university lecture fit. So for winter, I would wear things like my sports leggings, Ugg boots, a really nice cozy jumper, and in summer I would also have my leggings. I would have a nice oversized comfy t-shirt, my trainers, and I would bring a light jumper just in case the lecture hall got really cold. So having something comfortable that's nice to sit in for a long time is also a must. So then the next 3 things that I have put on here are things that your university may provide to you, like mine did, but if they don't provide them to you, then definitely get yourself a stethoscope. I would recommend, if you're going to purchase your own, really invest in a good quality one like a Littmann stethoscope, because they will last you a long time, and they also pick up on really high quality sounds. So get yourself a stethoscope, and if you're going to buy it by yourself, get yourself a Littmann. You also want to get a blood pressure cuff or a sphygmomanometer, which I cannot say properly, but you'll want to get yourself one of those, and you'll also want to get yourself an oral thermometer, just so that you've kind of got all of your basics for vital signs covered. If you get yourself an oral thermometer, you'll also want to make sure that you have the disposable thermometer sheaths that cover the tip of the thermometer which goes into the patient's mouth. So get a pack of them. And finally, you'll want to get yourself a stethoscope case. It's not the most necessary thing in the world, but I have got one, and it's so helpful storing everything and keeping it safe. And it's also really good for lab sessions when you can just stuff everything into your nice protective stethoscope case and just bring everything with you into your lab session. So that's the last thing that I would really recommend that you get. So those were all of my nursing school essentials, all of the equipment and items that helped me get through my 3 years of nursing school, and which I think are essential for you as well if you want to survive and thrive in your degree. Use the comment section below to comment down your nursing school essentials, and if you think I've missed everything, then let me and the other lovely people in our community know, because sharing is caring and we want to lift each other up on our nursing journeys. Before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I will see you next Monday with a new video, but until then, have a lovely day and a fabulous week. Bye!
It's rated X. That means you're extra, extra.